and get started. So once again, thank you guys for hopping on, and I am really excited to share with you about the Boards app. So first and foremost, if you don't have the app downloaded, make sure you get it downloaded. That way I can help you walk through getting it all set up. I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and hopefully this will help you kind of get a visual of what we are trying to do here. Share, screen mirroring. Yay, good job, Mama. And there we go. Let me know when can you guys all see my screen now? Awesome, okay. So first and foremost, you're gonna wanna download the Boards app. This is what it looks like right there at the very bottom where it says Boards. So once that's downloaded, you're going to open up the app and you're going to, it's gonna give you a prompt to open the settings. Once you open those settings, it's going to take you to keyboards. And once you open up the keyboards, it's going to prompt you to allow access to your boards. This is very important because if you don't allow access to the boards, then it's not going to give you all the features and it's not going to function properly. So once you do that, you're going to go back into the app and you're going to click sign up. This is just to make sure that all of the boards that you create actually save in your phone, which is very important. And then you'll just add an email, click sign up, and your board will be ready to use. It automatically just names the board my board. You can actually change that to whatever you want, and I'm going to show you how I have mine set up. Once you have that all set up just like that, it's going to be very important for you to go into your settings, and this may be different. Hey, no. Come on. Okay. Sorry guys, it's almost nap time and I was really trying to get her down for a nap before she woke up, or before I'd hopped on here, and she just was not having it. So once you get that initial process set up, you're going to go into your general, and then you're going to go into your keyboards. And once you get into keyboards, you're going to see the top option has keyboards. If you haven't already added this option, you're going to click add new keyboard, and then you should have the option to see like third-party keyboard, which is where you are okay. Oh, hashtag mom life, you guys. Look, everybody can see you. So once you get that all added to your keyboard, the reason that's important is because when you go into like your messenger for whatever reason, if you want to, on your iPhone, you can click this little button at the bottom and it will take you through the keyboards that you've added, or you can click it and just go into boards, and then it will show the boards that you've created. My daughter is still nursing, so she is, that's what numb means. She is asking to be fed right now, so of course she has impeccable timing. I'm going to get this all set up here. Hey. Hey, give me just a second. So once you get that initial part set up on your keyboard, you are going to be able to add boards. So I have two different boards added to mine. And I have one that just labeled It Works and one that's labeled It Works Content, and we'll dive into both of those separately. But first, we're just gonna start with the It Works board. Now you can set this up however you want. Obviously, everybody's brain works differently, so this is just what works for me. I personally have one set up for host a post, and these are all of the different host a posts that I will send somebody if you know, I'm trying to get them to post a status for me. And what I love about the Boards app is you can actually add pictures in here as well, because sometimes I like to send pictures with my host to post. And this was one of the biggest things that I liked about Boards via, like, compared to the WordBoard app. So real quickly, just to show you how to do that, you can click this little plus sign in the bottom. You can create a folder. And for the sake of this, we can just label this, you know, we'll create a new host to post board just to show you guys how I did that. You can change, you can click this little icon next to it if you want, and you can change it to whichever emoji that you like. I tried to pick ones that were going to be visually like eye-catching, because that's just what made sense to me. Again, it's your board. Everybody's brain works differently, so just set it up how you see fit. And then once you have your folder created, now you can see down at the bottom that we have our folder. You can actually go back into that folder and you can click the little plus sign at the bottom, and it will prompt you again to have a text, a video, a link, or an image, or you can even create a folder within the folder. So for example, you could do a text, and then you can say, what time, this is a pretty common one, we'll do the product testers. You know, if you could take 2 capsules, or we'll just say 2 pills a day, and lose, geez, up to 31 pounds in 90 days, would you? You know, something super simple. And then you can just label that, you know, TFX. So when you are trying to set this up, it's very important that when you create the title of it, that it's something that's going to be easy for you to remember, and that when you see it, you're going to immediately know what that specific message is. So now I've showed you kind of how to create that little text version. And then if you want to add an image, you can always, you know, add an image that way, go into your folders. And what I love about that is when you're sending somebody, you know, if you were going to do a coffee host to post, we can do, I already have my board set up so I can show you how simple this is. Coffee post 1, and, you know, we'll just do coffee. So now that's set up, and if I were to send somebody this coffee host to post, I can click coffee and I can send them the picture immediately to go with that. Now you can kind of see why it's a little bit confusing as far as having all of these in one, which is why I have my host to post, and then I created folders within that folder to organize all of my host to post. So I created a HAP folder, and then I created individual folders for each of these different products. Like I said, coffee, and then I have pictures to go with that. Thermophyte, I don't really have any pictures to go with the Thermophyte, but hair, skin, and nails, we all use these like visual pictures with the lines on them and stuff. Cleanse, we use the pretty pictures of, you know, the beverages. Slimming gummies, and then you can just kind of organize this however you see fit. But again, when you're creating names for them, try to create names that are going to resonate with you. So, you know, the pick a length or pick a number, long hair, don't care challenge. So it's going to take you some time to get it all set up initially, but once you get it all set up, I promise you it's going to save you so much time in the long run. How many times have you guys been on a training where you hear people, you know, like a power hour, and they're like, you know, get up as many host to posts as you can, and maybe some girls are getting up, you know, 20 plus host to posts via that training, and you're like, how are you doing this? How are you getting all these messages out? And it's because they have these kind of time savers set up, because you can literally send out so many messages in such a short amount of time. So I also have an enter folder here, and this just kind of like has different options. You know, for example, it says enter, like, hey, I just saw your comment for the cash giveaway. Or I saw, this one's just a very simple one. Hey, I saw your comment. I'm excited to get you entered to win. This is like, for example, if somebody said that they were going to post for you, but maybe they haven't posted for you and they ghosted you a little bit. This is a quick follow-up message. Again, enter, follow-up, ghost. So create these names that are going to be easy for you to understand. When somebody actually posts for me, I just send them this, entry confirmed, good luck, thanks again. And then after I send somebody the post, I send them this one. It says, you know, that's it. If you want to make it cool, add a Facebook colored background option, make sure it's public. You don't have to tag me, you know, the spiels. Some of those posts, like I shared with you, I send them a picture. So this one is a post with a picture. You know, all you have to do is copy, paste, and post with a picture. That's it. So again, having all of these set up is going to save you so much time. And we share a lot of these scripts in the team page. Whoever your upline is, feel free to reach out to them if you don't have these kind of messages, because they can share with you these. And or even when you're on like a Zoom or a Power Hour and scripts are being shared, this is such an easy way for you to copy the scripts from those trainings and then save them immediately into your boards app so that you have them for future use. I also have my messages. So this is set up for when somebody comments on a hosted post and I am reaching out to them about a specific product. So for example, you know, the hair, skin, and nails. So if somebody commented, this is what I would say to them. Hey, I saw your comment. And then after they respond, I would say, okay, here's the cost, and it breaks down the cost and the loyal customer option. And let's say I want to try to upsell them, you know, I can upsell them to collagen, or I can upsell them with the lash serum. I also include a folder in here with before and afters. So when I'm in the conversation, I can share a before and after photo. And this keeps you so organized, because when you're in those conversations, having those before and afters in your phone and not having to go search Pinterest or Team Pages is going to be a lifesaver. And then I also have this graphic that says, you know, when they're ready to sign up, this is the information that I need from them, and a quick little blurb that says, hey, this is the information that I need to create your account. So again, just using these different folders within the folder, like the before and after, or the text to set up your text replacement to flow through these conversations is going to save you so much time. Now, I also have one that kind of talks about different packages, you know, the triple threat, again, creating folders within these folders. I have past LC messages, potential loyal customer messages, and I recently just started a potential distributor message. I personally like to voice memo my potential distributors, so I don't really have a lot of potential distributor scripts. Because I really just like to get them on the phone, but I find that that's very helpful. I also have one set up for story responses, because we all set up, you know, our coffee stories, or, well, at least you should be setting up your coffee stories, your hair, skin, and nails. Slimming gummies have been huge for me, but I have these different responses set up, and it just says like, hey, I saw your vote on my poll. And yes, I could have easily put these in with my messages folder, but your stories messages are going to be slightly different than the ones that you send over, you know, just a regular hosted post message. So again, this is all about making your day smoother and run more efficiently. I also have one set up for my websites that has, you know, my link bio. I also use that Milkshake app. If you guys aren't familiar with that, I really like it because you can share your story through that and add different links to that as well. Like I have my influencer application linked through there, and that's what my link tree is. The link tree is also my influencer application. And then I just recently added this folder to mine because I felt like I wanted to do like my daily engagements, and I still need to add a lot more to this because this is still a new folder. But for example, if you do happy birthday messages every single day to boost your algorithm, I simply have just like a happy birthday one. If somebody has kids, you know, I can say, oh, she's so precious, you know, same thing for a boy. And then these are just going to be quick responses that you want them to be at least, you know, 15 to 23 characters long, because that's what's going to actually boost your algorithm. So start saving some messages in here that maybe you find yourself saying all the time, because that's what it comes down to. Is if you find yourself repeating the same thing over and over, add it to your board, because the faster that you can respond and get those messages out or get those comments done and get that engaging done, you're just going to free up so much more time in your day. I do have like my February hosted post comment just on the main page, because for me personally, I use that one a lot. So I'm trying to get hosted posts up daily, so I don't want to have to fiddle through going through different folders to find that. So again, this button kind of navigates adding different things to your board. You can add a folder within a folder, add text, videos, links, or images, just setting it up and organizing it the best way that you see fit for you, the way that you flow through conversations. Now, the biggest thing that I really liked about this boards app was, for me, I was struggling because I'm a busy mom. I have 2 kids, I have a young baby. I own and operate a cleaning company. I'm a Girl Scout troop mom, and we are in the midst of cookie selling season. So it is very important for me to be efficient with my time. So every Sunday night, I set about maybe 30 minutes to an hour aside, and I create content. So that is why I have this It Works content board. So I have opportunity posts, product posts, quotes and inspiration, future post inspo, and hat giveaways. So these are just a couple different options for host to post that I'm going to do this week, that I'm going to throw up on my personal page. And this one's so simple, like I'm Venmoing 4 people cash, 3, well, it's actually 6 people. I have to change it for every time we do a giveaway. So make sure you're updating these as well for different promotions. But I'm Venmoing 6 people cash, $300 total. Tell me how many kids you have. So these are just host to posts that I plan on doing this week. Super simple to set up. And then I also have opportunity posts. So I organize these with a folder for each day. And the reason I do this is because today is Monday, and you can set these up with different days. So I'm set up for the next 2 weeks, basically, right now. So for today, I have this opportunity post, basically just kind of talking about getting uncomfortable. And you can even organize it further by adding the photo that you want to use with that post in this folder. So you can include like a selfie, you can include like a picture of you and your kids. So that's one way that you can actually create and plan your content, is just by writing out your posts and then adding, you could add, like I said, a photo in here. You know, I could easily go in here and add this picture and know that I'm going to post this picture with this opportunity post on Monday today. And then you can even go further, and I like to just use the date as the title, because then I can see how many days I have content planned for. So again, you can go in and you can see that I literally have posts wrote out for the whole week. You know, and if you are somebody who's really busy, this is going to save you so much time, because you don't really, I still need to finish writing this one, I guess. But you can go through and write out your posts in advance. If you're somebody who still works full time, you can be at work and literally write a heartfelt post that's very thoughtful, very, you know, to the point and specific about what you're trying to accomplish here, and stay focused on your goals without taking too much time away from what you're doing. And again, you can add pictures in here, selfies, whatever you want to do, but having this set up is going to save you so much time, and it's about working smarter, not harder. So again, opportunity posts, product posts, I have them set up the same way with a folder within the folder. And you can go through, and today is Monday 2/8, and you can go to my Facebook and see that I already posted this exact picture talking about, hey, the Super Bowl was yesterday. I ate a crap ton of garbage food and I feel like crap this morning, basically. So it's the perfect day to start a cleanse. So I have literally product posts set up for every single day. I have a before and after talking about, you know, the lash serum for tomorrow. For Wednesday, I'm going to be talking about the collagen. And for Thursday, I have Skinny Brew samples that I'm going to try to sell. And Friday, I'm going to be talking about the sleepy tea. Saturday, I'm going to ask for hair, skin, and nails. And Sunday, I'm just going to put up a simple, you know, TFX post. So just setting yourself up for success and knowing that you have all of these options. Again, I have different quotes that I'm going to post every single day, because when it comes to setting up your content, you really want to just find a little niche about what defines you, like what do you resonate with. Me personally, I love my family. I try to be very positive and inspirational. I like to be active, so I talk a lot about, you know, healthy foods and fitness, and I'm obsessed with workout clothes. So, you know, find different niches that you fit in. And for me, something so simple that honestly gets a lot of engagement is simple quotes. I have so many people when I post these little quotes that share them, And doing stuff like that is going to boost your algorithm so much. And it's such a simple task. And you can go on to Pinterest, and I find these quotes on Pinterest. And instead of posting the picture that I find on Pinterest, I just type it out in here, and then I post it with a colorful background on Facebook, and people will share it or comment or whatever. It's such an easy way to build engagement. So I have little quotes that I'm going to post throughout the week. And then another folder that I think is super important for me is the future post inspiration. So I actually just cleared this out because I transferred a lot of those posts into my content board. But you know, you can find different top leaders in the company, and maybe you're like, oh my God, I love that post. I really resonate with what she said. But you don't want to like copy her post and post it the exact same day, or copy her post and write it out exactly the way that they did. So what I do when I find a post that I like, I will copy it and I will put it into the future post inspo. And you can create a folder, and you can say maybe it's a product post. You know, you could say maybe it's an opportunity post. And again, you can change whatever symbol that you want. Like maybe you want to include like the money bags because it's talking about the opportunity. So whenever you find those posts that you like, you can go into that folder and you can add that example into your boards app. For example, like I even have a saved folder for product posts that I like. So you could say like, oh, I really like this post. I'm gonna copy it and save it into my boards app. You know, maybe you even like this picture. You can save the photo and go back into your boards app, and we're gonna label this a cleanse. Oh, look, I put this in the opportunity. So I'm going to show you a really cool trick too. So you can click these top little buttons, the 3 dots at the top. You can select the keys, click on that, click move, and then go to product posts and pastes. So you can move these around and just create content really easily that way. And let's say you wanted to add that photo. So now I have this product post set up that I'm going to use for future inspiration. Same thing goes for opportunity posts. You can easily go to opportunity posts, and you know, maybe you really like this post. Again, follow leaders that you resonate with, that inspire you, and you can take that post, go into opportunity post and paste. And this just talks about, you know, thoughts affecting your belief. And the reason I leave this in the post inspo is because that means that I haven't made it my own. So what I'm going to do before I transfer this post into my opportunity post in my content board is I'm going to tweak it and make it sound like me, and maybe add, you know, something personal in there, because you don't want to ever just copy somebody's post and then, you know, post it exactly like they did. You want to tweak these to make them personal and make them sound like you. But you can essentially fill up this opportunity post board with future inspiration. And that way, when you're planning out your content for the week, you can go through and look at all these different posts that can inspire you to write your own post, or you can copy it and tweak it and make it sound like you. So that is really the gist of the board's content. I'm not sure, I don't have the chat pulled up, but if anybody has any questions, please let me know, and I can definitely try to help you guys answer any of those. I know I kind of went a little fast, so if you guys need help as well, like please feel free to reach out and message me. But another thing, yes, Boards is both for Android and iPhone. Heather said the Milkshake app. Yes, the Milkshake app is great. Heather, you said, I don't know if I have the right one. So the Boards app just looks like here on the bottom left. That's what it should look like. It's just white with black letters. It just says Boards. So hopefully that's the one that you have downloaded. Now, if you have Android, it might look a little different. how do you get into the settings? You know what, Heather, if you need to message me after this, then let me know and I can totally help you. But what's great about the Boards app too is once you get this all set up and organized, let's say that you're signing a distributor and you know, you want to share this content with them, you can actually go into your Boards app and this little icon at the top with a little person and the plus sign, you can click that and you can add members to this board. So your newbie can essentially send you their email address. You can just enter their email address in there, and then they will be able to see everything on your board. So they'll have access to all of this content. Now, as you've seen, it said added members will not be able to edit the boards. So as far as like the host of posts where it says, you know, my friend Amber, on a lot of these, you know, my friend Amber or whatever, they won't be able to edit that, but they will be able to add their own board by creating a new board, and then they can copy the content and edit it there. So that's really helpful for when you get a newbie. I have actually shared my boards with several of my girls on my team, and they have all found a ton of value from having access to all of these scripts right away. And then being able to duplicate that information, you know, within your team has just set everybody else up for success, because at the end of the day, this business is about duplication. So it's so easy to share all of these messages. Now, if your upline has boards, you can always message them and ask them to add you to their board so that you can, you know, get all of their scripts. If your upline does not have boards and you would like access to something like this, or maybe you like the way that I have mine set up, feel free to message me or go back to the post in either the Dream Team or Freedom Over Fear and just drop your email address, and I can email you and add you to my board. Again, like I said, you won't be able to edit it, but you will be able to copy it and create your own and then edit it from there on out. So I really, really love this app. I feel like it's been super helpful being able to plan my content out, have all of my scripts and responses, you know, in here. And you can, this is ever growing. You can constantly be adding new people to there. So I see Shelby just added her email in there. I'm going to lose this chat at the end of this Zoom video. So if you want me to email it to you, please either PM me directly or comment on either the Dream Team or the Freedom Over Fear graphic for this training. I can go ahead and just send it to you right now because I can see yours, and just to show everybody how easy it is. 2218 at Gmail, right? Oh, at AOL. And then you just click next, and you can add multiple email addresses in there, and then click send, and that's it. So then it will email her an invitation, and she can add my boards to her boards app, and then she'll have access to all of my stuff. So I feel like this is great just to duplicate all this stuff. I see you guys adding more emails in the chat. Please make sure you guys just do those to me directly, because I'm going to lose all of these in just a minute when I end the training. But I just hope you guys found value from this. And Shelby Odo. Oh, dang it, it is, okay, I see it. Yeah, all right, well, definitely just send me these private message directly, and then, or like I said, in the team page, because I'm gonna lose all of these, and now there's way too many emails in the chat to go through. So if you want access to my boards, I'm totally happy to give it to you. And yeah, so I hope you guys found value from this training. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me directly. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and stop recording here. And I will talk to you guys all soon. Thank you guys so much.